Hello and welcome to Lent Stars. I am so excited. I've even got my star socks on. Now, if we've not met before, I'm Rachel and I'm one of the curates at St Giles Church. Who got a big envelope in the post? An envelope like this. Did you get one? I do hope so, because everything for the week is in this envelope. I bet you've already had a little look in the envelope, haven't you? I bet you have. What did you find in the envelope? There's a letter that tells you all about the week. And really exciting, on the other side of the letter are some clues for a treasure trail. That's right, you have to explore an adventure all over St Giles and St John's parishes. It's quite a long way, it's quite an adventure. Explore and find 8 hearts. Some of them are red and some of them are pink, and they all have a word or words on them. They look like this. Or, if you were quick enough to see, you will have already now got one of the answers. You need 8 answers. You find 8 hearts and 8 answers. They're words all about what love is. Love, because yesterday was Valentine's Day, when people celebrated love. And this week we are thinking about love. We are thinking about how God loves us. And we're also thinking about all those people we love and that love us. In your envelope as well, you will have found 5 little bags. And you need number 1 for today. But not just yet. Put it to one side. You don't need it just yet. We're going to share a little story together. Now, this is a story that's from a long, long time ago. Thousands and thousands of years ago. And the story has 2 people in it. It has a man and a woman, and they're married. They're called Abraham and Sarah, and they were very, very old. And they were very, very sad. Can you pull a sad face and do sad body language? They were really, really sad. They were sad because they had no children. And they didn't have any family either. There was just the 2 of them. And God saw that they were very sad. And God, because he loved them, as he loves everybody, wanted to help. And he said to them, "Don't be sad. You will have a huge family. Your family will be my family. And there'll be so many people in that family. There'll be more people than stars in the sky. Look at all the stars behind me. Can anyone count them? There's lots and lots and lots of stars." And have you been outside sometimes in the dark and looked up and seen the stars up in the sky? There's lots and lots of stars. A bit like this behind me now. They're tiny, 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 but they're all stars. Can anyone count all those stars? Lots and lots. And God said to Abraham and Sarah, "Your family, my family, will be more than those stars in the sky." He also said there'll be more than the grains of sand. Has anyone been to the beach before? Have you? Has anyone seen sand? Maybe when you were at nursery school or at school where you are. More than the grains of sand on the beach. Those little grains, they're so tiny you can hardly see them falling out of my fingers. How many grains of sand might be on a beach? Lots and lots and lots. Huge numbers of grains of sand. And that's how many people God said would be in his family, and that would be in Abraham's family. And Abraham and Sarah believed God. They loved God and they knew God wanted the best for them. And even though Sarah was very, very old, she then got pregnant and she had a little boy, and they called him Isaac. We are thousands and thousands of years on from that story, and we are part of that family. How exciting! We are all part of God's family. God loves us all. And so our craft activity today, if you get your envelope now, we are going to do something very, very exciting. Have a look in your envelope. You will find lots and lots of strips of paper. And with these pieces of paper, we are going to make a chain. You might have done this before. You might have done this at Christmas and put up a chain around your house. On each strip of paper, you get the strip of paper, you're going to write a name or draw a picture of somebody who you love, somebody who loves you, somebody who's special to you. It might be somebody in your family, one of your friends. If you've got pets at home, you could write your pet or draw your pet on here. Lots and lots of people who you love. So I'm going to write on this piece of paper now my brother's name. And he is called Chris. So I've written it on. Now, if you get a little bit of water, this paper is very, very special paper. Get a bit of water. If you've got a brush, you could do it with a brush, but you don't need to have a brush. You can do it with your finger. So a little bit of water on your finger. Put it on the very end of the strip and watch this. This is very, very clever. These two ends will stick together and they make a chain. So there's my first rung of the chain, and then I would get, let's have a red strip next. I'm going to have a red strip, and I might write somebody else. I'm going to write my mum. I could have written her name. She's called Mary. And then I get the water again, a little bit of water onto the end of the strip. You might feel it's a little bit sticky on your finger. And then wrap the chain. You need to put it in, because what happens if you do it before, it's not going to be a chain, they're just going to be lots and lots of links. So link it around that one. Stick it, and there we are. We have the start of the chain. And you keep going with all your strips till you've got a long chain, a chain of love, if you like. And you can put that somewhere to remind you of all those people that you are connected with. And they are all part of God's family. That family that God said would be more than the stars in the sky, more than the grains of sand on the beach. That's us. We are all part of God's family. When you've done your chains, if you could find somebody in your house who could take a photo, we would love to see them. Send them in on email or Facebook. We would love to see your chains. Bye bye for now.